It's that time of the week. It's Friday, which means we have our final practice reports coming out of Santa Clara right now as all of the beat reporters are getting out all the information to us for us to understand what is going down in Santa Clara. And so this is what we've got so far. As you can see on the graphic, headlining these practice updates are both Arik Armstead and Spencer Burford, two big-time starters for the San Francisco 49ers. We've already known for pretty much the majority of the week that Arik Armstead wasn't going to play again. Kyle Shanahan spoke, I think it was on Monday during the local media press conference, that he would be surprised if Arik Armstead was going to be able to go for this game against Seattle. So not a surprise for us based on the fact that Arik Armstead did not practice all 3 days, and that has him on basically trending towards being out. So we don't have official word yet, but based on the practice trends that we've been tracking all week, as we always do, I think we are going to have a pretty clear understanding of who is and who is not going to be available for this game this Sunday based on these reports. So, like I said, it's not the official, but I would be surprised if anything changed and if any of these players actually played. So, my expectation, Arik Armstead, who's dealing with a foot and knee, will be out. Right guard Spencer Burford, who had injured his knee earlier in the year, uh, and then had, I guess, had aggravated his other knee. We don't have a ton of detail on that, other than the fact that Spencer Burford did not practice today, or Thursday, or Wednesday. So a clean sweep for these two not practicing. What does that mean? Who's going to fill in for them? This is going to be a very, very big week for 49ers defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw. Javon Kinlaw has been playing really well. If you've been following me on this channel, you follow me on my defensive film breakdowns. I highlight a play or two from Javon Kinlaw every single week. He shows up consistently in the run game, and he's been getting more active as a pass rusher. So we expect to see a lot of heavy snaps from Javon Kinlaw and expect him to be starting next to Javon Hargrave. So I'm looking forward to it. Kinlaw's going to get a lot of snaps, and I think he's going to play well. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be interesting to see who will be next man up in the rotation. Will likely be Kevin Givens and maybe Kalia Davis. So we'll maybe see some more production out of the rookie in his second game in the NFL. But that's not where the practice reports end. The big one, another big one on the list is Elijah Mitchell. So running back Elijah Mitchell has obviously been dealing with injuries on and off for basically the last 2 seasons. He was able to stay pretty healthy his rookie season. He rushed for over 1,000 yards, first rookie to do that since Frank Gore. But since then, he has just been dealing with injuries, specifically knee injuries, which obviously isn't a good sign for someone who totes the rock. So Elijah Mitchell has missed all 3 days of practice, which again, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that tells us that Elijah Mitchell will likely not play against the Seahawks. So what does that mean? That means the 49ers only have 2 healthy running backs on the active roster, Christian McCaffrey and Jordan Mason. So obviously Jordan Mason is going to slide into the RB2 role. However, the San Francisco 49ers did release Ty Davis Price earlier this week. However, they were able to get him back onto the practice squad. So my guess, TDP back active on Sunday after being released. So quite the whirlwind for TDP this week. But like I said, he has an opportunity to potentially get some snaps in this game. I guarantee you he'll be playing special teams, but he has actually a path to get some actual snaps after just being released at running back. So that's another thing to monitor. And then, as we already knew, Ross Dwelly is slated to miss a couple weeks. So the 49ers will likely have their rookie active for the first time this season. This will probably be the first time that we see tight end Braden Willis, 7th-round draft pick out of Oklahoma, be active and up on game day. Every week he's been he's been deactivated because, as you guys know, the all teams across the league only dress 46 of the 53-man roster. So throughout the year, he has not been active yet. So this will be likely the first time that we see Braden Willis. And the 49ers have not signed. They have not signed any tight ends. They have not brought anyone into the practice squad. So no news on Zach Ertz. I know a lot of people are waiting to see, well, are the 49ers going to sign Zach Ertz? It doesn't appear it's going to be happening this week. So maybe next week. But the positive side of that is we get to see the rookie. And what I'm excited about is I really liked watching Braden Willis play this in training camp. He was by far the best rookie tight end on the roster. He made some really good plays. You see his natural ability as a wide receiver, or a receiving threat, I should say. But one of my favorite plays from him was sealing the safety on a Brandon Ayuk 60-yard touchdown, where he's blocking downfield. So we'll see how he holds up in the blocking game if he gets some snaps, but I do imagine we will see some Braden Willis out there. So, but also as well, not so great, cornerback Darrell Luter Jr. dealing with a hamstring. Does not appear like he will play either, missed all week. So he will likely be trending towards out. Again, like I said, all these players that did not practice today hadn't practiced all week. So that is the trends that we follow, and that tells us that they probably aren't going to play. The likelihood of them not playing is probably about 99%. You got to leave that 1% for you never know. And maybe that 1% could apply to a guy like wide receiver Ray McLeod, who missed 2 days of practice with a rib, which will be interesting to see because he did log a limited participation on Wednesday, but missed the following 2 days. So we don't know what Ray McLeod's availability is going to look like. So based on, and that's what we've got from a practice update. Like I said, we'll get official word, but I would be shocked if any one of these guys are up on game day and aren't officially listed as out here in about an hour or so. So how I'm looking at it, the San Francisco 49ers are down 2 starters, down one primary backup, and down their starting kick returner. So they have some injuries that they need to overcome. However, I do believe the San Francisco 49ers got the right pieces. Jonathan Feliciano will slide in at right guard, and Javon Kinlaw will come in at defensive tackle. Jordan Mason will fill in for Elijah, and as we discussed with all the other players as well. So that's what we got. Wanted to give you as much information as I had and the way that I see the 49ers working through this. I've been following practice reports for as many years that it's easy to start to identify the trends of practice and who is not going to be available based on participation. So like I said, I would be surprised if anything changes from here on out. But let me know what you guys are thinking about all of this. Are you concerned? Are you worried? Do you feel like the 49ers got this? Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.